Just pulled Lauma or trying to understand how to play her before you do eventually pull our new Dendro Queen? Well, don't worry, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're going to discuss the best ways to build and play to maximize Lauma so you can go and dominate Spiral Abyss and Stygian Onslaught. So, let's break her down and build her up, like the Lauma Pro you are meant to be. Lauma has the ability to transform into Harry Potter's Patronus. While holding your attack button, you can move around as a deer for the length of your stamina bar for up to 10 seconds, while also having the ability to perform 2 consecutive jumps at the expense of consuming additional stamina. But, while Lauma is in her deer form, her interruption resistance is increased. Upon exiting this state, Lauma's charged attack will become Spiritual Prayer, consuming a certain amount of stamina and dealing AoE Dendro damage to enemies in the front. For her elemental skill, Lauma summons her Frostgrove Sanctuary, with different effects depending on how you tap. With a simple tap, you will deal AoE Dendro damage. Compared, if you hold her skill, you will consume all stacks of Verdant Dew and deal AoE Dendro damage, and one instance of AoE Dendro damage that is considered Lunar Bloom damage. And for each Verdant Dew consumed, Lauma grants 1 stack of Moonsong. Verdant Dew is a new mechanic that Lauma introduces, and when any party member triggers Lunar Bloom, you will receive 1 Verdant Dew every 2.5 seconds for 2.5 seconds after triggering a Lunar Bloom reaction, with your party being able to have up to 3 Verdant Dews. On the other side of Lauma being Moon Song, these stacks can boost the damage of Bloom, Hyper Bloom, Burgeon, and Lunar Bloom reactions upon using her skill or in a short time after using her skill. And when Lauma's skill or any other attacks from Frostgrove Sanctuary hits an enemy, the Dendro and Hydro resistance decreases by 25% for 10 seconds. Now, when Lauma casts her elemental burst and has moon stacks, she will gain Pale Hymn, creating a field, and whenever a Bloom, Hyper Bloom, Burgeon, or Lunar Bloom damage is done, 1 stack of Pale Hymn will be consumed, increasing that reaction damage based on Lauma's elemental mastery. For artifact sets, the new Silken Moon's Serenade is going to be her best set by a decent margin, and even other new set from Nodcry being the Night of Sky's Unveiling is good, as these 2 sets center around Nodcry characters helping boost damage, elemental mastery, and elemental recharge, just depending on which set you use. It's kind of weird, right? I mean, the new Nodcry sets are good for Lauma and possibly Flynn's later down the line. But let's say you can't wait and want to build her out now, or want to have a complete set built before she comes out. Then the best recommendation would be the Deepwood set, as it provides enough for Lauma to just get by. Substat wise, you want as much elemental mastery and recharge as possible, preferably elemental mastery getting to a certain point that you're comfortable with, then going to elemental recharge to the point where your burst is going to be a good rotation aspect. This is going to be very similar to the weapons, as you want a weapon that helps boost elemental mastery first, and if you don't have a good enough weapon for that, then have a weapon that focuses on energy recharge is the next best thing. All in all, Lauma is a very straightforward character, as these are her priorities and focuses to not only help her deal out the damage, but help further boost your overall team's damage. I'll leave you with this. Lauma is a great character for Bloom/Lunar Bloom, as she provides a great deal of not only damage, but further synergy for the team comp that started to get left behind with the Natlan region. Is she a must pull? That depends entirely on the characters you already have. Do you have a Bloom team that is built and you enjoy running that team? Then yes, Lauma adds further ease of play and massive damage boosts. Outside of that, I don't think building an entire new team comp is needed if you already don't have a Bloom team or aspects of the Bloom team already prepared. The Chronicle Wishbanner would be helpful building this team comp, but starting from scratch I don't think is a wise idea. But would Lauma be a good choice later down the line in a rerun? I kind of think she is, because that gives you enough time to build out her full team.